are gods, we are kings. We march in faith cause we believe we can change the world to what it needs. Stand against our enemies cause we can. Yeah, can't nothing ever stop us. Take one and another will rise up. We'll endure until we reach the end. We are gods, we are kings, demanding change cause we believe we can.
This is not our rest. Everything's set up against us. Right. You cannot win here. You want to win, come back to the Bible. I know you're skeptical about it. I know you might have your things about it, but just hear me right now, okay? Deuteronomy 7:6. This is what you need for your spirit right now. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. Bring it out. For thou art an holy people.
So God ordained us to be a holy people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto himself. Unto God. Meaning it must mean something to be us. Read.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
Guess what? When you choose something, that means you got a different options you could pick from. But you chose. Just like you might have other shoes in your closet, right? But you chose to put them on today. Right? You had other options. Them might be your favorites. Guess what? You are God's favorite.
Right. Right. To be a special people.
He chose you to come from a special people. Keep reading.
Unto himself.
Unto himself, meaning he ain't sharing with nobody else. He wants you for himself only. Keep reading.
Above.
What?
Above.
Above who?
All people.
What?
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
So God said, not only did I choose you for myself, but I chose you to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Now who else is going to tell you that today? Who else is going to tell you that today? That you are ordained, that you are called, you come from a mighty lineage of people that God said is above every other person that's walking on the face of this earth.
Right.
Do you know that they are taking up your land right now? They breathing in your air right now. They drinking up your water right now because the world is for us. Right. Second Ezra. Let's see if the Bible's going to say that. Because nobody's going to tell you that, bro. They looking through you. They don't see you, though. I see you, though. There's a son of God in there. That's right. All right? Do you believe? If not, bro, I'm going to give you some of this milk so you will believe.
Yes, right.
And you can talk, you can walk at least 2 inches taller than you did just 2 minutes ago. Right. Even if you never even remember anything I say to you, I want you to feel it.
Read. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
So everybody comes from Adam. We know that, right? Keep reading.
Of him come we all.
Of him come we all.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And it says, and the people that God has chosen. So he made a distinction. Yeah, we come from Adam, but also the people that you chose. Meaning, we was always put in a separate category. You know how you get those fresh shoes, right? I'm talking about the shoes you just love. Don't you keep them in the box for a while? You might put them in the closet with the other shoes, but you keep your favorite shoes in that box, and you make sure them things is crispy. You even take the time, you put the little sock in there so it don't bend. You do all this other stuff, you keep it clean every time you wear it. That's how God had to do with us, bro. Right. Every time he would put us on, we'll stomp through the mud, we'll get dirty, we'll do all this other stuff, but he had to take us off, he had to clean us up, had to put us back in that box. But we keep getting dirty, bro, but we still his favorite pair of shoes. Right. Do you feel me? You might be dirty. I'm dirty. I'm just trying to get clean. This Bible is gonna be our way out. That's right. I'm also showing you that this is our world, bro. This ain't reality what we living right now. You gotta live for the future. Not live for right now, because you'll be depressed, you'll be on drugs, you'll be drinking, you'll be contemplating suicide, which I know that ain't really our thing, but we be doing crazy stuff, not considering ourselves or our bodies, and we got that self-hatred. That's how we kill ourselves. But check this out. No more, bro.
Right.
No more. You gonna feel good about yourself. No, you gonna feel a hell of a lot better. You feel me? Read.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
God said he made the world for our sakes. Yes. All this stuff you see is made for us. Keep reading.
As for the other people.
Now, the question might come out, well, what about everybody else? I see a lot other than the Israelites out here. But what about these other people?
Yep. Which also come of Adam.
Because they also come from Adam.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
What?
They are nothing.
That's right. Read.
But be like unto spittle.
Wow, they are nothing but like unto spittle. Like as I'm talking to you, a piece of spit fly out my mouth. Am I gonna go searching through all the bricks trying to find that piece of spit that just flew out my mouth? No, because it's nothing. Right. That's how God feels about these other nations. Right. But that's not how you feel about you. But these other nations look down on you like you know. But really they nothing. Right. Really they hate you because they ain't you. And they envy what we have. Right. You ever consider even something small as melanin? You know how beautiful and blessed we are to even have something like that? Just to be able to stand out in the sun and not get burnt the hell up. Right. That means the world is for us, bro. Right. What are the people that's ruling this thing? Keep reading.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Okay. Read that again.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle.
But be like unto spittle. Now, I'm gonna switch gears just a little bit. It's always great to talk about how great we are, but let's not forget how we are great. We're not just inherently better than everybody. I'm gonna be real. It's the law that makes us perfect. Matter of fact, let's see if the law is what converts the soul. Let's see what do we have that secret ingredient. What makes us better than everybody? It ain't just because I put on my boots and my pants and I'm wearing a purple shirt and I'm better than everybody. Right. It's something I gotta do to maintain that status. That's right. It's certain laws that God gave us that we must apply. Alright? Read.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7.
Bring it out.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. Guess what? When you apply the law, it's gonna change your mind. And now you're gonna see things that would just, I don't know, maybe, you know, whatever, stuff we do, because we men, whatever, things of the carnal, we will never grow. Read that again.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
Making wise the simple. You know what makes us dumb or simple? Sin. That's right. Sin. Right. It could be something as simple as, let me get Matthew 5:28. I'm gonna put this out there. This scripture is for me too. This scripture is for me too.
Right.
Hear me out. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 28.
Bring it out.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman, looketh on a woman, to lust after her, have committed adultery with her already.
Guess what? When we entertain that lust, that makes us weaker. That takes us away from the love of God. That takes away that knowledge and us being able to commune with God. Right. Give me Isaiah 59:2. I say us because guess what? I'm in my youth. I have youthful lust. I love the sight of women. But guess what? That love for women is going to get me killed if I entertain that thing. So I have to deny that carnal side and be spiritual. Right. And come away from that thing. Right. I can admit it. Okay, yeah. But guess what? It's getting over that is the thing. That's right. See, the laws weren't made for a righteous man. It was made for a sinner. That's right. It was made for brothers that had hard coming up. Right. It was made for not no regular church. Any of us look like church boys to you? Do we look like choir boys to you? Guess what? When Christ was rolling around, he didn't get little choir boys. Right. He got some murderers. He got some fishermen. He had some lawyers. He had some thugs with him. Right. Who was King David rolling around with? He wasn't going with no little tambourine players. He was with mighty men. Right. That's right. It takes some mighty men to overcome that sin and be open about it to get over. Right. Guess what? Let's read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 2.
Bring it out.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
So the only thing that's going to keep us away from getting to that great level is that sin. That sin. You understand me? We cannot. It's pleasurable. It feel good, it look good, it tastes good, it's everything, but it's gonna kill you.
Right.
I swear to you, it's gonna kill you. Do not let that devil win. Even with something as simple as pornography, even something as simple as adultery, things that are fleshly nature, right? Matter of fact, what's the one that say war against the soul in 1 Peter? You got that? Somebody give me that script. A war against the soul. Somebody give me that. It's like First Peter, 1 Corinthians. It's somewhere in the New Testament. But to show you how dangerous that is. Matter of fact, not only is that something that they forced on us in slavery. You know, they over-sexualized us in slavery. They made us breeders, things of that nature, right? Where we have to go in and sleep with women after woman after woman. But now we wonder why niggas can't take care of their kids. Because it's bred into them. It's been pushed into their mentality. You caught that. You caught that, right? But guess what? When you read in the scriptures, a man, he took pride in his kids. Matter of fact, before he died, he passed on his blessing to his children. We looked at our children as assets, as our legacy. Not so much anymore. Because those are things that was pushed on us. Because if I sin to our own lust, I ain't gonna put it all on somebody else. But that has something to do with it. But the carnal lust, like actual lust, this is what it does. It's different than a lot of other things, right?
Read. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 11. Dearly beloved, I beseech you.
It's like dearly beloved. Just like I'm talking to you like dearly beloved. When I saw you, bro, I knew it was something like, that's a brother I need to talk to. I already had an agenda when I wanted to go over a whole bunch of stuff with them. You walk by, I was like, I'm gonna put that on the back burner. I gotta talk to this man. So just like how the scriptures reading out to you, dearly beloved, that's how I really feel right now. Right? Read.
I beseech you as strangers.
I beseech you. I'm coming to you like a stranger. You don't know me. I don't know you. But I know you. You feel me? All right, read.
And pilgrims.
And pilgrims.
Abstain from fleshly lust.
It says what?
Abstain from fleshly lust.
We got to get away from fleshly lust, bro.
Right.
Read.
Which war against the soul.
It wars against the soul. We cannot be effective teachers and leaders of our people if we still lusting that of our sisters.
Right.
We have to let that part of us go. You understand? And it's a spiritual thing. That's why we fast. That's why we pray. Give me the one in Sirach 9 and 5. Because the thing is, like, you would think that, okay, I know I heard a sister say Sirach. So check this out. Hey, somebody show her this Bible right there. Or 16:11. So one thing, that's why it's good that y'all stop. Because if you go to a Catholic church, they're going to pass around the 16:11 version, and they're going to have chapters in the Bible that were never taken out. You go to your Christian pastor on the wrong day, by the way. Right. They're going to have books taken out of there. They're going to have scriptures taken out of there. They're going to have things rewritten in jacked up ways.
Right.
All right? So, yes, the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. Show them in the Bible where that's actually in between the Old Testament and the New Testament. It has always been part of the Bible. Right. Why do you think they spend millions of dollars to try to rewrite the Bible? What are they trying to hide? Right. Well, they're trying to hide the fact that we are the children of Israel. Right. The fact that we have to keep the commandments. Right. That we have to get out of captivity. Right. We have to deny our flesh. We have to become spiritual. That's right. We're going to have many distractions. Like I said, everything's against us. Might not just be the law enforcement. May not just be drugs. But it's also the lust. It's also the self-hatred. It's also the conflict. It's also economics. Right. It's also education. So many different levels. But as we come together, guess what? You might have something you deal with. I might be strong in. That's right. I can help you out. Right. He might be strong in something. I'm weak as hell in. He helped me out. That's right. We all gotta fight in this thing together. That's why we need each other. Right. That's right. You feel me? So the sin that you deal with, bro, you feel me? I understand. I understand. Just like when Christ came, he had to be tempted too, right? Right. He had to understand, because how he gonna judge you if you don't never even know what it feels like to be in that situation? You feel me? All right, so read what I got.
The book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 5. Gaze not on a maid.
It says, gaze not on a maid. A maid is just a young woman. Read.
That thou fall not by those things that are precious in her.
Now it's easier said than done, but the Bible's telling you, don't look at a young woman, because guess what? You're gonna fall for the things that are precious. Meaning, you're gonna look at a sister, and you're like, damn, oh, she got the thighs, oh, she got a nice butt. Dang, look at her breasts, and you're gonna be lusting. And you know how it is when you see something you can't unsee. You know what I'm talking about, bro. I know you know what I'm talking about. You see something you can't unsee and it plagues your mind. That's what the scriptures say. You're gonna start to burn in your lust. Are you a married brother? I'm married. Divorced. Okay. So I understand it's rough right now. You know, because a man should not be alone. But guess what? We got sisters that need husbands. You gotta come and get yourself together so you can be a leader to one of them sisters. Right. And you ain't gotta worry about the lust no more. Right. Because she gonna take care of you. That's right. You feel me? Now read
verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman.
It said, turn away your eye from a beautiful woman. That's how I know you ain't got the problem for everything, because you ain't gonna look at no 500-600-pound woman and look at her the same way you looking at a beautiful woman. You feel me? It ain't gonna, well, it might be a thing. Hey, everybody got their preference. But what I'm saying is you ain't gonna look at something you don't want. So the things that you're looking at is things that are lust within your soul. So the Bible's teaching us that we have to deny that lust, because our lust is going to war against our souls. It's going to keep us from hitting the mark and being effective. It's going to keep us in that land of darkness. And once we in sin, guess what? God is not going to fight for us like he used to. That's why in Isaiah it said, our iniquities keep us from God. We want to be closer and closer to God, not pushing ourselves further and further away. So I implore you, brother, stay away from the worldly lust. It's going to be in front of you every day, every day. You know, I used to also smoke cigarettes. You know how I got over cigarettes? I had to have more value on myself than that cigarette. And I also had to say to myself, you know what? Just because I stopped or I decided to stop this thing, they're not going to stop making cigarettes. So it wasn't the cigarettes that had to change, it was me that had to change. Right. I had to change my mind from that sin.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented.
Make it so hard to serve God. And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd. For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.